There are a lot of traps in residency planning, and today I'd like to talk to you about one of the biggest and most common pitfalls that people end up falling into. It's the statutory residency test. Everybody knows about the 183-day test. You can't be in a jurisdiction for more than 183 days in order not to be a resident, but there's another component which constitutes having what they call a permanent place of abode. Permanent place of abode doesn't mean your permanent home. Very common mistake. It could generally be any type of apartment or dwelling that is available to you, that you have unfettered access to use. You don't have to own it. It could be owned by a friend, it could be owned by a trust, it could even be a corporate apartment in certain circumstances if it's not planned properly. Second biggest misconception we run into, you don't ever need to stay in this apartment ever, not one single night. You just don't ever need to be there as long as it is available to you and you have what's called unfettered access. Every single day that you're in that tax jurisdiction is going to count against you in determining what constitutes tax residency. The other trap that people fall into is a lot of people have heard for some reason that if the apartment or the house doesn't have a kitchen or a bathroom, bathing facilities, what have you, that won't be a permanent place of abode. Possibly true. There are two extremes here. You have the typical summer house that's fully furnished. You'll have air conditioning, heating, suitable for year-round use, even if you don't use it. The other extreme is the hunting shack that's on a lake and you have to get to it by boat and has absolutely no facilities at all. Clearly, that's not going to constitute a permanent place of abode. But there are so many things in between, and you really don't want to fall into this trap and be in litigation over an issue like this with a common misconception. So there's a lot to think about here. Key things to remember: the apartment's available to you, you have unfettered access, it's going to be your permanent place of abode, and you need to watch your day count very carefully. So if you're considering purchasing a second home, it's critical you contact your Berdon advisor so we can help you plan and avoid any statutory residency traps and surprises.